This is the pond that we skate on, and we live in a spot where it doesn't, it's not like Canada or Vermont or something like that where you get a lot of ice, so we have to be pretty careful with our ice. We'll come back here on Friday or Saturday and take a look at it, and we'll check our ice. We're looking for a good 3 inches. Thinking about skating your local pond, but you're not sure if the ice is thick and safe? Well, my daughter and I have been skating this here pond for about 8 years, and we live in a region that isn't all that cold. So there's many times where we come and check the ice and we have to leave disappointed because it's not safe. I'm going to show you what I do to make sure that this ice is safe, because it's dangerous, right? And you're just skating with little kids and stuff like that. You don't want any accidents. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is check the weather. Look for a time where you're going to get multiple days of below freezing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row where the daytime highs are below freezing. I like quite a few days of daytime highs that are below freezing. Now, that's not the only variable. If there's a lot of snow on the ice, it's actually going to insulate the buildup of that ice through that cold snap. If there is no snow and it is really dark, the sunlight, it will actually decrease the thickness of the ice growing, because that sunlight is going to add heat to the ice and to the water. So you got some variables. A little bit of snow is all right, and it'll just kind of reflect some of that sunlight. The other things to think about are just how cold, right? So if it's super duper cold, it's going to build up more ice quickly. Here, I'm happy if we're in the low teens. We don't get to zero very often. It just isn't a very cold region. So kind of keep that in consideration. The colder it is, obviously, the more ice you're going to get built up. Now, the first thing that I do before I go out on the ice is I visually inspect it from a safe spot and check and see what it looks like, right? So here, you can't see the ice because the snow, but I have footprints and I have people who written their names. So that is a good indication that it is at least strong enough to hold you to walk around on. And then the other visual things that I do is I check other stuff, like there's a little creek right over here. And this little creek has quite a bit of ice on it, and that is a really good sign. There's ice that's bridging completely across the creek. That's a good indication that I got some nice thickness out here. And then what I like to do is I like to get to a spot where the water might not be as deep, and also where I can hold on to something. And this is a little bit superfluous right now because of those footprints, but I'm just going to go right down here to the shore where I can hold on to these trees. And not only are they going to help me get in here, but I'm also going to be able to grip the tree and jump on the ice. Now, where I'm going to watch is right along the edge and jump and watch. And if I see movement over here, if it's moving, then enjoy the scenery. Come back another time. Wait for it to get colder. Okay? So those are good ways to check and make sure that it's safe to walk on. But to skate on, I like to get a little bit more information, because if you're skating and you fall, you don't want to break through the ice, obviously. So that's where we can get to the tools. So all this snow isn't good for skating. Sometimes with the snow, you can shovel it off and make a little hockey area, skating area. But right now, where are we going to be focusing on how to make sure that it's safe. Now, what you can do is you can just take a simple battery drill. I like 3 inches. 3 inches is a good depth. Some people will say 4, And if the ice isn't really strong, I would go with 4. But if it's strong like it is now, I'd be comfortable skating with 3. You're going to have to make up your own decisions on the actual overall thickness, but this is how you can find out how thick it is. So I'm just going to take this drill and I'm just going to drill a hole. And there's no water. I've just shown that it is thicker than 3 inches, right? And you can do that. That's a simple drill bit. This is what they call a speed bore paddle bit. They're not very expensive either, and they will work on the ice. So let's do a hole right next to this one and see if we can't get to our water. No. All right, so now we know that this ice right here is at least 5 inches deep. So let's go with a bigger bit. And if you're at 5 inches, there's no need for you to buy this. 5 inches is super strong. Unless it's like melting, right? But 5 inches is strong. All right, so let's go with this bigger one. See if we can get this through here. Let's get this down here. There. See the water? So now we have gotten through the ice. Here, let's do another one and see if I can't get an exact thickness here. All right, now I'm up to my little joint. And it's right there. A good almost 7 inches. 7 inches is strong enough to get the whole neighborhood out here on. Then the ice is going to be a lot thinner along where the water comes in, because it's coming in at the ground temperature and then it's freezing. And so this pond, the water comes in over here and it goes out over there. I'm not really concerned about walking over here right now, but let's see. I don't know if I'd want to skate over here. The nice thing about this is that it's not very deep, the water. You can see the reeds coming through and stuff. So if it were to break, you could be able to climb out easily. That's the big fear. You know, those ice fishermen carry those spikes and stuff, but it's not so good to skate with spikes. All right, so let's see if we can't find out how deep this is. Well, it's surprisingly deep, or thick, I should say. Yeah, so that's plenty thick right there. Let's go over here further. All right, let's try right here. All right, so here, you see how that's moving? So this is a thin area, and we're flexing it a little. There, see that? Thin, 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 and a little bit thicker, and a little bit thicker. So it's coming from that area. The water's probably trickling through here, and it's staying on the thin side, and it's getting thicker and thicker as it comes out this way. Now, the pond is plenty big not to have to get anywhere near that. And yeah, what can I say? This is definitely a way to make sure that the ice is thick enough for skating. Follow these steps and you'll be able to skate safely on your local pond and enjoy the great outdoors. I might not be the best skater, but I sure do like being outside. So the next thing we're going to be doing is doing some sledding, and I'm actually going to make a rope tow, and you can check out that one and how it worked out right here. And also check out this one about a pump that we use to get the ice smooth again after it's gotten all slushy, and pump some water from that creek over here, and also use that pump for wildfire protection for your home. Take care out there, stay safe, and have a good time. All right, bye.